Welcome back, everyone, to more Star Ocean, the second story. My name is Rabbit, and in our previous episode, we finally arrived to the town of Cross. But by the time we had reached this bustling city, it was nighttime, so we had to kind of shack up at a hotel that Rena's aunt seems to run. So after a couple of shenanigans there, we ended up coming straight to Cross Castle, and we are presently awaiting our time to have an audience with the king. So we ran around for a little bit, and these assholes are still not letting us go. But I wonder if one of the guards might just let us, because we talked to everyone. Oh, it is time for your audience. Please enter. Well, that is some bullshit. Like, why would one group say no and the other group say yes? Whatever. All right, well, perfect. Thank you, Your Majesty. Take care, both of you. So already we're getting some insight into his personality. He's clearly a good king who cares about his subjects. By your leave. Okay. This music's a little over the top, I have to say, but that's okay, you know. Claude, come on. Don't be a scrub, Claude. You're in front of the king. Your Majesty, you honor us with an audience. Little Rena, so good to see you again. We almost didn't recognize you. It's been so long, ever since Regis presented you. Your Majesty, how wonderful to see you in good health. Please, Rena, let us dispense with the formalities. What brings you? Your Majesty, we have begun an investigation of the sorcery globe. We'd hoped to obtain as much information about it from you as possible. So, you two have begun to investigate. What does he mean, us two? Yes, Your Majesty. We are in earnest. This is no mere adventure. Indeed. Then we must do what we can to help you. You see the guard and that chick who just kind of walked by? Oh, okay. So, what do you wish to hear from us? We'll just go in order. So, about the strange events now happening. It is true that there are many strange happenings, earthquakes, volcano eruptions, but we do not understand much about why they are occurring. Could they not all be caused by the sorcery globe? Without clear evidence to that effect, we cannot be certain. Okay, so next we're going to ask about the state of the continent of El. Right now in the kingdom of El, the people are engaged in war with an army of monsters, but we do not have much information on how great or serious a conflict this is. Are there no ships that cross over to El? There are ships, but not many, so whatever information we receive is from the battlefield and difficult to understand. Alright, so one last thing for us to ask, what is the sorcery globe? We must admit that we know next to nothing about the sorcery globe. Did Your Majesty not send a survey team? We did. It has not returned. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Way to go, Rena. Rena, the fact is that even we have not been able to obtain any significant understanding regarding the sorcery globe. I see. And so we have decided to summon adventurers to form a more effective survey team. That's what I would have started with. Don't lose your, like, guards and knights and shit. I would send just random people who like doing crazy shit. And that is why we saw so many of them in town. We did? However, Rena, the investigation of the sorcery globe will be dangerous. We would rather that you did not embark on such a mission. Your Majesty is too kind. Please be at ease. I will be all right. Claude will be with me. Why, yes, indeed. He does seem a stout lad, but we would prefer he be better equipped. Claude is not stout. What are you talking about? Then why don't you let us have some shit from your armory? Oh, that is stuff that we haven't already stolen. Take this passport and travel money. Woo! That seemed to spark her interest. I love how the guard still hasn't, like, ushered her out of here, even though she's clearly not supposed to be here and is eavesdropping. So we got 600 full. That's it? That's all you guys can spare? You're the fucking king. 600 full. Wow. I think we found 500 in the prince's bedroom. Please, king. This is pocket change. But we got a passport. Your Majesty. Now, we have asked you to investigate these strange happenings, so naturally you must be paid. Take it with you now. Are we really excited about $600? Oh my goodness. We must have been raised broke. Thank you, Your Majesty. I guess it's still nice that he thought to give us something. Take the ship that leaves now from Click to reach L. Your Majesty, you are too kind. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, and that guard is just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just let this woman stay in here and listen to this audience. Alright, well that's cool. I couldn't say anything to him. What do you mean? Don't worry, I was pretty nervous too. We are so awkward, our group. Okay, what do you guys have to say? Another audience, please enter. Actually, no, I'm good. I have nothing else to say as king. And fuck you. You told me it wasn't my turn, and it clearly was. So we ran around in circles for nothing. But whatever, let's get out of here. Let us get out of here. Uh-oh. More shit is going down? And of course, we've got to get involved. Hey, it's that chick that was spying on us. What is the problem? I believe it's mine and no one else's. The heraldic wizard says, yours? Yours because of trickery, perhaps. Trickery? I don't think so, my dear wizard. Enough. Hand it over or I'll kill you, you witch. And of course, Claude, what are you doing? Who does he think he is? Claude. He is such a good guy. Oh my goodness. I certainly would not step in the middle of this. Out of the way, boy. Sir, I'm afraid that's no way to treat a lady. What? I know, I'm kind of with the wizard. I'd be like, who the fuck are you to get involved in my dispute? Please behave more like a gentleman. Who do you think you're talking to, boy? Forget the lad. You had something to say to me, didn't you? Now, you're really going to die. What's he trying to do? Oh. I guess he's summoning something. I bet Claude regrets intervening now. But you're too slow, buddy. Step your magic game up, please. You are hardly on her level. I like the little squigglies over his head. If you want to fight, choose your opponent carefully. I still have no idea what this has to do with me, however. You'll regret this. Yeah, whatever. Get out of here. I like his coat, though. Alright, and now Claude has successfully wooed this woman. Perhaps that will teach him a lesson. Thank you, young man. Such a brave lad. Lad? I was actually quite moved by your courage. Oh, it's nothing. Poor Claude. He was hoping there'd be more to it. Ah, Claude, you're grinning. I love the chemistry among the cast that you acquire. Although there's definitely still a lot of like downtime and sometimes it's like a little awkward and the pacing's weird with dialogue. For the most part it's pretty good, I have to say. Say, didn't you just have an audience with the king? How would you know that unless you were spying on us? Yeah, exactly. How did you know that? I was visiting the castle as well, and some of the soldiers were talking about delaying other audiences for 2 special guests. How did you know it was us? I couldn't get it out of my mind, and so I peeked at the throne room and saw you. That's an interesting pastime. Oh, shut up, Rena. Now, don't be that way. I have some information that will interest you. I just managed to obtain this at the auction today. It's a map that shows the location of an ancient treasure in a cave. How would you like to come with me to find it? Rena doesn't seem thrilled with the idea. Thank you, but we have something more important to do than search for treasure. But you might find something that will help you on your quest. Won't you come with me, darlings? I mean, guys, you have the option of telling her no, but I'll go out on a limb and say that I actually like Celine, and I think she's a very good mage. Way back in the day, I should say, when I was pretty active on gaming forums, it just seemed like a lot of people aren't too fond of Celine. Like quite a few folks, it seems, find her to be useless. I don't have a problem with her. I always recruit her, and I like her. I don't think she's bad. Though, personally, I'm not really huge on using mages or spellcasters in general. I tend to have a predominantly melee party when I play through this, but in the couple of playthroughs that I have utilized her as a part of my team, I mean, I don't think she's that bad. So, I don't know what all the hubbub is about her being useless or just being like a placeholder. I like Celine. I'm gonna go with her. An ancient treasure. It might give us some clues. Alright, it sounds interesting. We'd be honored. I knew you'd be interested. Well, one of us. My name is Celine Jules, and I'm a treasure hunter. Well then, let's take another look at that map. I love how she just throws it on the floor. See, we have to go east from Cross to reach the Cross Cave. How convenient that it's like right by us. Cross Cave, is that a natural cavern? Yes, it is. Rena, what is your problem? Why, I thought it had already been completely explored long ago. It seems that recently a new map of it has been found. Is that so? Well, we'd better get equipped before we go, and I actually agree with Claude. That's a good idea. So guys, for the remainder of this LP, well first let me let Rena finish. There's something about her that I don't trust. I'm sorry, did you say something? No, nothing. Let's go. Alright, so we got a treasure map. And I will wait until I gain control before completing my previous thought. Okay. So yes, for the remainder of this episode, we're going to stock up, and then we have a couple of private actions that are now available since we have Celine in our party. I guess for those of you who don't really like her, and I mean, again, I really don't know like why you wouldn't want to have her in your party, but you do have the option of just like putting her here and still playing as only Rena and Claude and just going to the cave just to get treasure for yourself. It's also an interesting thing to do because you do split XP among the group. So, I mean, if you feel like I don't really want to use her, but I want to go through this for the treasure and the XP and the money, I mean, you have the option of getting rid of her, I guess. So, let me see. You also can impact, or I shouldn't say impact, you can change the impact that your respective party members have since they are basically just AI. You only control one person at a time. So, you know, I didn't set Rena to this. This is what she was set as herself. So, I mean, you can change it however you want to. I'm just going to leave her as Recover Friends only. Attack till all MP or magic points are gone. Conserve MP is what I usually do, but just for a little while, since we just got her, I will leave it as this, so you can see her cast her spells, and maybe she won't be as obnoxious as she, and not just her, but the spellcasters in general. They just cast a lot of bullshit, and it's just like, ugh. But anyway, I want to show you guys that you can also see everyone's stats kind of laid out here. You can hit the box button to bring up all of the attributes and the different statuses. I shouldn't be calling them statuses. I think attributes is a better word. But anyway, so we'll get rid of that. And yeah, you can see when you figure out what their favorite food is, they learn it by eating the food. The game is really big, guys. Like, they threw in so much extra stuff, which is really nice in my opinion. It's like someone really cared and put a lot of really nice touches and specific details into it that I think really freshen up the game a little bit. Some of them are useless, but it's still nice that the options are there. So anyway, here's Rena's shit. Here are her attributes. Oh shit. I have done this already. And then here is Celine, who I think is super cute. I mean, I like Celine. I don't know why people don't really care too much for her. She's never done anything bad while I've used her. So anyway, let's see our weapons here. Alright, so we've got lots of upgrades and shit, it seems. So, just to save time, I will buy all the stuff that I need here, and then I'll bring you back as soon as I'm done. Alrighty, so here's just a quick snapshot of all of the equipment changes that were made for everybody. Nothing really too special, just upgraded some boots, the helmets, and for Claude, he got a new sword, armor, etc., etc. So yeah, there you go. Let's head next door. Oops, we were here already. My mistake. This is, I think, a tavern. Yes, it is. Mikado. And there's nothing really here. They say the castle is looking for people to investigate the sorcery globe. So maybe if we had actually come here, then Claude's remark about, oh, that's why we saw so many of them there, would have actually made sense. Shit, I don't want any food right now. We're kind of strapped for cash, at least until we make our way through the cross cave. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. Welcome. None of the items available are unavailable. And I don't think he had anything else. So, okay. As far as upgrades are concerned, we are done here. So, like I said, we do have a couple of private actions to take care of. So, what I'm going to do is I will bring you guys back when we are in Arlia, because we have some to take care of in Arlia, some to take care of in Salva, and then I believe we have maybe one that we can do here. Anyway, I'll see you in just a second in Arlia. Alrighty guys, we are here at Arlia, so let's hit that box button so that we can get our private action for here started. They call it Cross Cave, so it must be near Cross Castle, but yeah. Anyway, if you do a private action, usually they'll give you little pro tips about where it is you're supposed to go next as well. So yeah, anyway, here's Celine, so let's chat with her. Hi Claude, have you finished looking around the village? Well, yes, I've been here before. This is such a small, tranquil village. This may be the best place to come to escape the crowds, darling, and take a break. I think you're right. Ah, yes, I have something to give to you, Claude. What is it? It's a good luck charm. I look at you and think of the danger you face. Oh, okay, I was like, what is she saying? Wow, but should I accept such an expensive thing? And don't worry, guys, it's actually not expensive at all. Go ahead. It is just something I picked up on a recent treasure hunt. And it's not like Claude's going to face danger alone. Celine, you will be with us. I can sense some sort of heraldic power about it, and a swordsman type of person was wearing it, so I thought that it would be better for you to wear it than I. Now, who is this person who was wearing it? That I don't know. When I found him, there was nothing but bones left. Oh, that's funny. Okay, anyway, here's the actual part that impact your relationship status with her. So either one that you choose, you will still be impacting your relationship positively. I believe the first one, though, it's like 2 points. And then I think if you say, oh, you know, thank you, I love it, Celine, it should give you +4. And I think it's going to impact your relationship points and not the friendship points, because I think there are 2 separate ones. I believe so anyway. So I may be getting it mixed up, and this choice may impact the friendship, but I think this one's +4-ish to relationship. Either way, you'll get a positive effect from whichever you choose. I'm just going with that one. Thank you. I love it, Celine. That was very thoughtful of you. Gosh, now that you say it in that way, I'm sort of embarrassed. You are? I feel like I sort of have a younger brother. I don't think that's what a younger brother. I think, you know what, Claude masquerades as this really nice, sweet, good old boy, but I think he is just all about the bitches. Like, that's what he is here for. Anyway, so that wraps up that one with Celine. I'll see you guys in Salva, and we will hit up another private action. Alrighty, welcome back to Salva, guys. So let's get to it. Well, what shall we do? Yeah, they never really say anything that interesting at the start of these, so I guess I can skip that. Anyway, Rena is kind of rummaging around. Oh, okay, here we go. So this little girl says, Big brother, are you the warrior of light? What? I know, you're the warrior, right? Okay, so now we have these 3 options, and if I recall correctly, I believe if you tell her that you are, everyone gets like a boost to their friendship points. If you say this one, I think it hurts your friendship points, because none of these will impact your overall like romantic relationship with anyone. And then if you say the last one, it's a neutral impact, but I think the girl gives you like, she gives you something if you do this. I think it's a harmonica. Anyway, I like the idea of Claude being like a good guy and saying that, yeah, I am, but at the same time, he doesn't really know, so I'm just gonna opt for the neutral one. Plus, I like getting free shit, so let's do it. Right now, I don't know whether I'm the warrior or not. No. I don't know. Maybe I will come to be called the warrior, and maybe not. Listen close. There isn't anyone anywhere who's called the warrior from the start. When someone does great things that everyone recognizes, only then is he called the warrior. So, big brother, you can't become the warrior? Well, we don't know, do we? Maybe I can. I'll give you this, so you can work hard and become the warrior soon. Are you sure it's okay for me to take it? And we got a harmonica. Okay, cool. So anyway, we are about up on time, although we do still have a few more PAs left to do. We will just get them out of the way at the start of our next episode. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Star Ocean: The Second Story. I'll see you in just a second.